Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over the Tower of Doom. Brown Tower of Doom. Defeat Dooms and gain points for your guild. Build a team from a color brown and search for the Dooms. So we'll go over all of that good stuff. High, mid, low teams, how you should do it, etc. Where you should buy up how far up in the shop should you buy? Went down a path there and kind of fell off the cliff. Yeah, so let's get into that, and we'll do the weekly preview as well. So it's a Khaziel week, right? It says it somewhere here. Somewhere, maybe not. It says it's a Khaziel week though, right? Another way you can check is go to chests, Khaziel. Yeah, there's different ways to check. So we'll go over like Khaziel Underspire, event key drop table, the Soul Forge. We got Guild Wars this weekend. I kind of want to save that for tomorrow. We got the faction tomorrow, the faction event live stream. We'll do pure faction. I think it's Emperor Nazar. So we'll go over that tomorrow, but we'll also do Guild Wars and like look ahead to a dwarf team maybe. And if we have time today, we'll do that today, but there's a little bit too much to do today to fit that in, and then tomorrow something to look forward to, faction event plus Guild Wars. And then, you know, Thursday or Friday we'll do the actual Guild Wars, but don't forget it starts on Thursday. But yeah, let me set the stream up here. We'll check out the epic trials, like run an auto battle while I set up the stream and say hi to everybody. Which I saw Daniel there. I think I saw Tyrion. I know Anita's somewhere in there. She did a super chat on the ghost train, meeting the goal. We're going to slide it in sideways today, so thank you, Anita, running out there. Appreciate it. But yeah, let's find Khaziel, right? Somewhere in the middle. Middle top? Or am I wrong? Kinda, yeah. Top middle. One of these days I'm gonna remember where every single kingdom is. I have like I can tell you like kind of where on the map it probably is. Like I said, middle top for Khaziel, that's pretty much right. But trials. So I just do this while I'm setting up the stream. We'll look at it more later, but we'll do an auto battle, see if the AI can win this for you. In case you don't have it done yet, why not? Why not run one? Why not? Get you a pet. So something to look at while I set up the stream here. Alright, we got Brown Tower of Doom teams high, mid, low, Khaziel, Underspire, ETC, Gems of War Live, 6/9/2025. Nice. I should probably copy paste that into the description. Copy. Paste. Okay. Don't have a thumbnail today, but we will put it on some playlists. If you ever want to go back and rewatch these, there's a live stream playlist. I think I also put it on the Gems of War playlist, though, too. No, I'm not AI. I got some tags. I should probably put in Gems of War, Tower of Doom. Hopefully y'all can hear me, because that would suck. Gems of War... Yeah. Whatever. That's fine. Save that. We'll copy that, and then we'll throw it in the description. So I did a ghost train today, and I did a post on the community tab. So that's about the most I can do to notify people. It should just notify y'all by itself without me doing anything. But doing the most I can do here. Except for like maybe going to the Discord. Hopefully someone else is doing that. Like Chad or Sana or Anita or somebody. Whoever. Usually Chad or Sana. Are my notifiers on Discord? Why did that not work? Gems of War is the game. Save. Okay, let's turn down the ads. Turn them down. Set frequency 18. What do I call turning them down anyway? If you leave it up to YouTube, you guys would see one every 5 minutes. So I like to turn it down quite a bit. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's just check out who's here. Who's here today? Take roll call. Roll call. Who's here? Roll call. Let's get ready to ride. Roll call. Roll call. We got Daniel, Jam Ricks, Tyrion Shark, Mike, Sheared, Anita. Anita with the gifted, just crushing it today. Got Chad with the 2 going out to help the lady, putting his coat down on the puddle, carrying her over the puddle. You know what I'm saying? Opening the door for her. What a gentleman. What a gentleman Chad is. Got Frank Amison here. Alright. So Anita running out there, sliding it in sideways, leaving the doors open, welding on the fart can, putting on the spoiler, doing a burnout, laying down the pimp juice, all that stuff. I'm saying it in the wrong order, but you know what I mean. Sliding it in sideways at the gas station, leaving the doors open, the radio all the way up, shaking the windows, revving the engine, annoying the neighbors. You know what I mean? Then taking off, doing a burnout, heading to the gas station for her scratchers, her smokes, her brewskis, a pack of tidy whities. You know what I mean? Leaving the doors open, everybody at the gas pumps just doing air guitar on their nozzles. You gotta tell them what's up. You gotta be the parking lot DJ. Sliding in sideways for a pack of cigs. Sliding in sideways for a pack of whiteys. Hopefully you slide it in. It's brown. A brown skid mark leads to tidy whities. Alright, anyway, let me do my phone here. That'll be the last thing. Looks like we're winning. Kinda. They do have Lasher over there. Some dwarfs. We got Apothecary. We got a summon down there, right? I think. Should be okay. I think we would win eventually, but I think I'm ready to go here. Pretty close. I just gotta hit like. I gotta turn my ticket into the train here. 1 second. I want to jump the turnstile. Be a jumper, whatever they're called.
Mana surge.
Sometimes you do gotta slide it in sideways, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Alright, let's get out of this. I'm ready to go. Looking like that your AI team could win. Yeah, we'll look at it later, but looking pretty good there. Nobody's close to death. Except for them. They have one thing dead already. I think we would win eventually there. So I'm going to retreat so we can do the live stream. Alright, so first thing we're going to do today is Tower of Doom. Woo, I got to buy these. Hold on. How'd y'all do on the vault event? I did not do good. I was a bad boy. Did not practice what I preach. I'm a stinker. I don't know. I had a bad weekend for real. Like, nothing was going right. Just a crappy weekend. So I wasn't playing too much. It's kind of how it goes with this game for me. Like, when I'm not doing good IRL, I don't really play as much. But when everything's going good, like, I'll play more. But yeah, I had 200, so man, I only got 122 keys. That's horrible for me. But hey, I got 311 to open still. I need to get them open. That way I'll feel even worse about it. So I did bad. How did you do? I'm willing to admit that I'm a stinker and I did bad. Alright, so let's go do this guild event here. Tower of Doom. Alright, so y'all know how this works. We're going to go over it anyway. It's Tower of Doom. Let's start with this shop. That's where most people start, the shop. So for me, I'm going to buy up to the weapon, because the weapon is integral. Integral? In your team. You have to use it to get more points and everything. It's not about like, hey, the weapon's good or not. You just have to use it, especially against the Doom. But you know how we usually do on this channel. We just make a team using the weapon, and I don't want to flip-flop back and forth between teams. So I'll make one with the weapon on it. Just use it the whole time. That way you never miss out on points. The weapon gives you extra points when you kill the Doom, so you might as well have it. But if you want to, if you're really like into making two different teams, one without the weapon, one with the weapon, you could do that. Like all your fights before the boss you could use without the weapon, and then when you're fighting the Doom, when you're fighting the boss room, you could switch to your weapon. It's up to you. I usually just leave the weapon on the whole time. Make like a 3-person team kinda. So I'm gonna buy up to the weapon. Most people should probably do that. They should buy up to at least the weapon, because you have to get it, you have to use it. So there's like no reason to not at least buy to the weapon. There is a reason to buy further than the weapon. That would be if you're the scout. So there's going to be people that are the scout, and then there's going to be people that are following the scout's advice. And most people are going to be following the scout's advice. There's not 30 scouts, there's not 20 scouts, there's not 15 scouts. Usually there's around 5 or less. So it's quite a bit. It's like 80% of the people are going to just buy up to the weapon. That's what we're going to do right now so we can get the points. What is that? The Doom Sauterelle? How do you say that? The Doom Sauterelle? Sauterelle. I don't know. Sounds right to me. Deal damage to an enemy plus 4 per tempering level. If they use brown mana, explode 3 brown gems. If the enemy has a Doom, then gain a quarter of my mana back. It's like a Doomed Plunger, a Doomed Silly String. You gotta use it right now. It's okay, I guess, because it explodes brown, but it's not amazing. It's not like something you're gonna use outside of this event, probably. But we have it now. So that'd be the first thing I would do. Buy up in the shop, buy up to the weapon. Then maybe, are you going to be a scout, or are you not going to be a scout? There's probably already somebody scouting if you're deciding right now. So you probably already know if you're going to be a scout or not. But, I don't know. Sometimes we don't have stuff done yet. Yeah, look. Nobody's done anything. So we're going to be a scout. That's cool. I'll be a scout. So there's no information yet in my guild. I mean, even if I was, like, not sure whether or not they're putting it in the guild chat or somewhere else, I just look at the score, and nobody has anything, so obviously nobody's doing anything yet. So we're going to be the scout today. So I'll show you what to do here. Juan's been a member for 28 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, what's... Oh, yeah. Chad, hope your back's okay, said Tyrion. A strap on. You barely played at all this weekend, Jamrix? I feel ya. I try. It's the best time to be playing this game. If you're going to play it at all, it might as well be during the Vault event. I just didn't line up with yeah. Tyrion got 230 Vault VP, 230k VP, 300 plus Vault keys. Not bad. Yep, perfect. I mean, that's a lot of VP, but perfect as far as the Vault keys go. Stay even on gaps. Anita, you didn't do that much this weekend either? See, I need to be a better example. I feel like I'm sucking, so... Yeah, I need to do better. Alright, let's be a scout, y'all. We gotta make some teams first, though. So I gotta go... Okay, if you're the scout, you have to go in every single room. Every single room, no matter what. No matter what. I don't care if unlock is the number 2. I don't care if the first room you check is the unlock. I don't care. You still have to go in every single room. You want to report every single room. Whether you know, like, who cares if you know? Like, some people know, like, on floor 1, there can't be a look. And on floor 2, there can't be a look. And on floor 1, there can't be a heroism. Who cares? Still go in every single room, because you want your entire guild to know that this scout is going in every single room. So if you post every single room, there's no reason for them not to trust you. You know, there's new people in your guild. You never know. Like, just because you're whoever you are, and you've been in the guild forever, doesn't mean, like, the 5 newest people know who you are, and that you're going to report every room or not. So if you're going to be the scout, go in every room and report every room. Because you could be a bad scout by not going in every room. You could be a bad scout by not reporting every room. So you got to do both. Go in every room and report every room. So let's go in every room, I guess, here. Let's make a high-level team, mid-level team, low-level team. Let's check it out. First of all, what do we have? It's brown. So it's just brown, whatever, any kind of brown. So I already automatically start thinking, I think Ruby Weapon's brown. So that'd be a good choice. Ruby Weapon, Chrysantherax. Ruby Weapon or Chrysantherax. Guard's Avatar be a good choice for some of y'all out there. If you don't have the Dragon, if you don't have the Ruby Weapon, maybe go Guard's Avatar, Sir Quentin Hadley. High King Iron Gut's not bad. Even though he can't devour the Doom, he can still devour everything else and then hit the Doom with Skulls. You could do a Psycho Mega Missy, maybe. Oh, we can't use the ruby weapon because of the weapon. Okay, I just thought of that. Maybe somebody else said that already. But I just realized my own mistake. You cannot use the ruby weapon because we got to use the doomed weapon. So let's put that on there first thing so I don't forget again. If we do rarity, I think doomed weapons are at the top. Or you can do upgradable. If you have all your weapons upgraded, I'll pop it up right here. So we got to upgrade this. We don't have... I guess you don't have to, but I do. Throw it on the team. Okay, so we got our Dingleberry hanging off the back, and of course it's brown. Juan with the 1, running out there to help Chad and Anita. Thank you so much, Juan. It's like a doppelganger. Somebody's doppelganger out there. Anita said I couldn't risk wasting any Oompas having to go because of my surgery wound. Oh, I feel ya. No, Nomapaloozas. Terry says I was focused on VK. It would have been 500 plus. Okay, I feel you, man. Always upgrade the weapon for better stats. Because I just have enough anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it is hard to get those weapon scrolls for some people, but I've been doing every single Tower of Doom. I've been getting every orb possible, so I have enough every time. The way I play the game, I always have enough to upgrade it. So there might be some people that don't, but. And it wouldn't be a great one to do. Like, you'd probably want to do your brown, like your brown shovel and like your doomed club first, but maybe even your book. So this would not even be the top 3 brown doomed weapons to do. Just by the way. Alright, now let's check out troops. We need to make a 3-person team, pretty much. So we could do Guards Avatar, Sir Quentin Hadley, if y'all are sick of the dragons. If I was going to do the dragon, I could make the dragon team. Hold on. Let's clear filter. Whoops. Where'd I go? I was gonna do the dragon. I'd probably just do the dragon with 2 Caffrews, maybe? I don't know. What are you guys doing for that? We got brown, so we can't 50% start it. But you do have Caffroo. We could see how it goes, like with this first fight. But I'll make a I'll make a Guards Avatar team too, I think. Just see what happens here. Go with brown. Brown, yellow, or something. I don't want to minus purple, really. Could do this. It's fine. Class. Class actually does matter here. Let's do Titan, get a Brown Storm, I guess. Or it doesn't really matter. We could do Elementalist, get a Brown Storm. That would help. Like, I don't really care about getting the weapon up. Alright, let's try this. Let's see how long it takes us to get up. Like, we'll have an Explode Potion and a Enchant Potion. We can put on an Anu. Oops. What am I doing today? Just hitting all the wrong buttons. Copy that. Put an Anu on, because we don't have a 50% start. I'm going to make another high-level team that's not this. I just want to see like what I would do if I was using Chrysanthrax. Might be this. Let's see what happens, though. And we're scouting. We got to remember what's in each room, so I'm going to have to type them up in between. We got full. Filled it up on the first bang. Maybe we'll do the whole floor here. Okay, haste. I almost want to type it in now because I'll forget. Floor. I'm just gonna put F. F1. F1. Room 2. Haste. And I'm just gonna leave. If you can just, it'll stay there. Pretty sure it'll stay there. As long as I just get out. Save our progress. Let's go to 3 now. I'm gonna do every single room. See how this team does for the first floor. Build it up again. Boom. Got power. Wow, power can be on floor 1. That's crazy. And remember with the stats and stuff, if you're somebody that's not a scout, what I recommend, this is my advice, I need to stop like saying people are stupid and dumb and for doing other things. This is my advice. If you want to take my opinion, my advice, I would say only get luck, unlock, heroism, fireball, and haste. Don't get anything else. The scouts will get the stats. After the scouts run up and get all the stats that are easy to get, the rest of them, diminishing returns, not really worth it. So, in my opinion. So I'm not getting mad. If I'm a non-scout, I'm not getting magic. I'm not getting power. I'm not getting life. I'm not getting armor. I'm not getting attack. I'm not getting any of that stuff. I'm just getting the stuff that's pretty much points, or can wipe a room out in one shot, or a whole floor out in one shot, or it can give me extra turns. That's all I care about. I don't care about stats, because the scouts are going to get the stats. And then anything, like if everybody else tried to get stats too, it would be diminishing returns so bad eventually that it wouldn't be worth it. You're just going to waste a turn. And then you won't get to go as high in the tower. Alright, but we got a power, so I got to write that in. Which is still there, so that's cool. Space R3 power. I'm just going to put POW. POW. Alright, now I'll do 4. So you get to see me scout for once. Throw Stella on your team. Yeah. Probably pretty good till floor 20-ish. Alright, first time it didn't totally fill up on first turn. Green is the color I'm minusing, so I don't really want to take green. Let's take brown. Alright, so that was 4, right? Unlock. Hopefully I did it in the right order. That was 4. Unlock. Room 4, unlock. Eventually I'll be able to like copy paste this, or I already have it. It's the first time I gotta write it all in. It's a little bit slower. Unlock. There we go. And now 5. Then we'll do the boss and we'll make another team. Filled it all the way up. 4 out of 5 times. Pretty good. Life. Or wait, 3 out of 4, sorry. Still gotta do the boss. Life. Alright, so we scouted that floor. Room 5. Life. Look at us, we're a scout, guys and girls. Bang. Okay. Now we do the boss. We don't have to do anything, we don't have to report the boss. And a Val Raven. Got filled up again, so I was right. It's 80%. They summoned. It's a good time for Caffrew. Fill up your Chrysantherax. Bang. Alright, so floor 1 done. Let's do a quick alternative high-level team here. Floor 2, room 2. So here's your team code if you somehow get any usage out of me showing this. Chrysantherax, Caffrew. Your weapon, of course, because you have to use that to get extra points. We're doing Guardian Banner. We're doing Elementalist. It's like, who cares? Like, we don't need a 50% start for our weapon. That's just on the bottom of the team. The weapon's kind of just giving us extra points, and then Elementalist. For now, at least. This will definitely, like Tyrion said, this will work pretty good up till at least, you know, floor 20. It'd probably continue to work, but it's up to you if you want to switch to something else or not once it stops one-shotting or two-shotting. Because it can two-shot Explorer 12. It can probably two-shot floor 20 something. Alright, let's make a new one without the dragon. Another high-level team. I think I'm just going to do Guards Avatar. Since I'm making 2 of them, why not make them 2 obvious ones? Sir Quentin Hadley. And then, what are we going to do for this? We need some sort of mana generation. What's the most obvious brown mana generation? I'd say Bork. So you can 50% start it. Unless somebody has something better. I usually go with Bork. There's also Angry Mob, but I think like Bork is easier to 50% start than Angry Mob. Yeah, we'll do Underspire a little bit later, Rain. Definitely be doing that today. Doing Tower of Doom first, though. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do Soul Forge and like Event Key Drop Table, and Underspire usually comes in the latter second half or so. We'll put this in first slot. Or no, we'll put this in first slot. That looks good. Our banner might be okay. Double yellow, brown, minus green. Probably fine. Class. We could probably stick with that again. Stick with Elementalist. So you don't even have to change your banner or your class. Well, I don't. We'll go with this. My medals are probably... I should probably change my medals. Instead of an Anu, since I have 50% start, I'll just do a Nisha. Remember, Guard's Avatar boosts just as good off of magic as it does off of armor now. It's ever since it got a rework. It used to be you would boost Guard's Avatar with 3 guard medals, but I think nowadays you do it with 3 Nishas, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, we're doing room 2 on floor 2. We're scouting. Angry Mob may be good deep with its chance to resummon. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to do Mechanist. That's what I should have done. Still got up. Okay, attack. Let's go type it in, because I will forget. Alright, floor. Floor 2. Room 2. Attack. Alright. Alright, now I go to 3, that way I can get it right. I'm probably only going to do like one more fight with this. Let's get it completely right first. So we want Mechanist. That'll 50% start our Bork. Which will get it up pretty much first turn, and then you just cast it. It'll get up Guard's Avatar, you cast that. So we're doing room 3 on floor 2. This is our second high-level team. See how Bork's just up, and now Bork's going to get everything else up. It's a little bit slower than Chrysanthrax, because if you just get up your damage dealer before the fight even starts, of course that's faster, but this is like just a little tad slower. Still good. The enemy gets a turn. Alright, unlock. Sucks I have to do this in between, but it's kind of cool to scout. R3 unlock. Alright, now we got 4. We'll do a different team here, but here's your team code if you're going to do Sir Quentin Hadley. I mean, Guard's Avatar. So the people that would do Guard's Avatar are people that don't have the dragons, but they're like semi-high level. So you don't have Stellarix or Chrysanthrax, or you just have you don't like dragons for some reason. That's what you would do. Alright, now we gotta do a mid. Here's a quick mid for you. Just like whenever you do a Guard's Avatar, you can do the other dude. We can just throw this guy over here and it'd be a quick... It kind of sucks because look at the coloration. But it would work. I hate the coloration of it, but it would work. We're on room 4. Floor 2, room 4. This would work for a mid. I'm not going to make this my mid, but I'm showing extra teams today, I guess. And they're all dead. One cast. You got Sir Quentin Hadley as backup. Armor. Armor, armor. Armor, armor. Armor all. Room 4. Armor. There we go. See how it's getting faster? It's like predicting my text now. Alright, room 5. Let's change our team to something completely different than this. Still like maybe Bork. Let's get rid of these two. I think Bork's a good choice as your mana generation with Mechanist. 50% starting a 12 mana cost. Awesome mana generator to get up the rest of your team. Probably should be doing that. Let's look for a legendary that's brown that is good. Like that guy, like we already showed. What would I do? I don't know. Brown. Ulf is pretty good. You could do Ulf's alright. He does 3 enemies. You got 2 of them. Huh, I don't know. Maybe the Commander Donhart dude's the best for this. Could do Gargoyles, but that's like a low-level team. We could try Ulf just to have another one. Then I'd probably just do 2 Ulfs with a Sir Quentin Hadley instead of Bork. Because you gotta have 2 Ulfs to finish them off. Let's see, just have another team here. Goes back to Sir Quentin Hadley. He's gonna get overworked. See how this goes. Class. We really just need the Storm, so we could do Elementalist again. Banner should be different, though. We need blue and brown. That's fine. See how this goes. So, Chrysanthrax, Stella, Guard's Avatar, Commander Donhart. If you don't have any of those, maybe off Harrigan. I'm on room 5. Scouting. You get to 50% start. They're both up already, right? 3 are dead. Bang. Not too bad. Armor. Another armor, dude. Room 5, armor. Alright, fully scouted that room too. That floor as well. Look at us, we're scouting. Hopefully that's in guild chat. Yeah. What if I was doing it in global? It'd be funny if you did it in global. Alright, let's do one more fight with this team just to finish off the floor, and then we'll do a low-level team, which I'm already thinking about. Probably Gargoyles. See how they both get up? Like, it's cool. And since we had incidental skulls there, cascaded skulls, boom, they're all dead already. But not bad. It's true damage. It hits 3 enemies. You can 50% start it. It's not bad. Alright, floor 3. Let's make our low-level team now. Here's the team code if you can get anything out of it. It can go 25 plus, but those battles can get sketchy. We got Florian in the house. How's it going, Florian? Florian. Alright, let's make a low level. I think I'm just gonna Just do gargoyles. I mean, what else is there? Like, we can't use any weapons. We gotta use that weapon. Epic and under, is there anything better than gargoyles? I mean, you could do that Pandalista, maybe. Is Pandalista? Or maybe that's yellow-red. We'll probably use Bork again. Probably. For like a low-level person that doesn't have Guard's Avatar, or Ulf, or Commander Donhart, or Chrysanthrax, or Stellarix, or High King Irongut. You know, probably gargoyles. I mean, I can look through the rest of the stuff, but is anything better than that? Just quickly see if anything catches my eye. Try not to linger on anything, like maybe 2 Lashers, maybe? Maybe 2 Sand Runners, maybe? Maybe it's a Tight Warrior. So many troops, like Ogress would be an okay choice for like mana generation. I always forget about her. Because you could do Titan and 50% starter. And then she has a summon too. Might be better than Bork. Especially for a low-level player, like it's easier to get. Might go Ogress. But we're gonna do Geomancer. Okay, so either way. We're probably gonna do Geomancer to 50% start the gargoyles. I don't know. Would you rather 50% start your mana generator or your damage dealers? But Ogress for low-level players, easier to get, plus it has a summon. Might go with that. Put her up front. Maybe even put her... Maybe even not put her up front. Like, if we cast her, she'll drag herself to the front. We're gonna 50% start the gargoyles, so we're hoping we just get those up off like 1 mana match. Then later on, if we need to, we can pull Ogress to the front. She has a summon on her. Let's do brown. I guess we'll do brown-red and just try to get those gargoyles up off our explode, off our enchant potion, off of 50% starting them. Hellgate. And then Geomancer will 50% start your gargoyles. Alright, let me see if I got this. That's fine. Could be in last position. Do this one. Another summon. I think we're already starting with 50%, right? It's a weird redundant one here. Why would you ever pick that? Aren't you starting with 50% mana anyway? Might do this one because we're way in the back. And then brown. It's like, look. All construct allies start with 50% mana, so why would you ever need to put, like, use that talent right here? You should almost always pick Tactician on this one. Alright, I got it equipped, I got my banner, okay. We need to change our medals to attack medals, though. So let's copy this just in case, go out to our medals, change them to seasons. So that'll help the gargoyle do more damage. It boosts off attack. Alright, this is my low-level team. So I've already showed plenty of other teams. But for low-level players out there, let's try this. It's kind of like Ulf, where we're going to murder 3 of them. You gotta kill the other one some other way. Like Bang. That's nice. There's the gargoyle. And to shoot... Ah, they're stealthy. If they weren't stealthy, I could have killed them all. Still dead, though. I think a low-level player can make it pretty good, pretty far with this. Especially with the summon on that Ogress. Oh, I forgot to look. What was it? Armor? think it was armor. I just watched on my live stream. It's armor. All right. Floor 3 armor. Whoops. Chart. F. Come on. Floor. Floor 3. Come on, dummy. Alright, I'm just gonna post it because I think I'm done for now. We gotta move on to other things. But here's a low-level team for you. Like I've already said 50 times, Chrysanthrax if you got it. If you don't, maybe try Stellarix or Guard's Avatar. If you don't have any of that, Commander Donhart, the same way you would use Guard's Avatar. And then all Farragon. You know, you could build like some sort of High King Iron Gut team as well. And then low-level players, Gargoyles. So that's something for everybody. Alright, let's do everything else now. We're going to do the Soul Forge. We're going to get to the Underspire soon. Thank goodness for live stream. Lurking but still here was off Friday, so a lot to catch up on with work today. I feel you, bro. I got a lot to do today, too. I don't know how, like I don't have a reason like you do, but I let it pile up a little bit. Alright, so let's go do this Soul Forge and like everything else. The weekly preview. Rock Hard Abs, new epic troop, Paragon statue. Get this troop with glory from the words tab of the shop. I forgot to get that, so it might have been good. We'll check it out here in a sec. Tower of Doom, defeat Dooms and gain points for your guild. Build a team from a color brown and search for the Dooms. We just did that, all kinds of teams. Explained how to scout, explained how to not scout. New mythic troop, Ratchet Cogbolt, exclusive to Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest for 1 week only. He is Dookie Stain Boo Boo Poo Poo Doo Doo. Trident of Dagonoth, the campaign has started and your rewards every week, don't miss out. The only redeemable factor is a dwarf, and we do have Guild Wars this weekend, but you're gonna blow all your keys on one dwarf when there's probably better dwarfs for one Guild Wars? Some people probably should not. But Trident of Dagonoth for 13 days, 15 hours, so 2 more weeks of this campaign. Week of Dwarves. All Dwarves gain 10% to their skills. Week of Constructs. All Constructs gain 10% to their skills. That helps your Gargoyles from that one team. Bonus Glory. Use the Paragon statue in PvP to gain 5 Glory. Let's go check out that Soul Forge first of all. Is there anything cool here or no? The Mythics. The Mythics. Alright, so for your dragon, you got Garnisherlin. So if you're missing Garnisherlin, who is a Diamantina dragon, so it's a gem dragon. If you're still going for Diamantina and you're only missing the brown dragon, this would be you'd be the person that would craft this, and only you. You got 5 out of the 6 for Diamantina, you're just missing the brown one, that's when you would craft this. Alright, we got Ares. Ishtara. Queen of Sin. And the World Breaker. So none of those made our top 20 that we recently did. We did top 20 mythics. None of those are on it. Just a first thing smoking, first thing to say. So they're not top 20s. They're not even really that good, none of these. I think Ishtara is probably the best. But it's not even like, it wasn't honorable mention, nothing about the top 20. So if you're looking for good mythics and you're saving up diamonds for good mythics, you probably shouldn't craft any mythics this week. Keep saving. But this one, you know, it's like a B tier mythic. Pretty good. Maybe even B+. It's a good dragon. There's just so many freaking dragons. Chrysanthrax and Stellarix and the Void Dragon and Mist Mother and there's so many other dragons that it's hard to be a good dragon these days. So that's what Ishtara suffers from. It's in a, you know, too many dragons. 25 red, yellow, purple, Dragon's Claw, Divine Dragon. Deal damage to all enemies. Create 9 yellow gems boosted by Blessed Allies. It's another crappy boost ratio off of Blessed Allies. There can only be so many. 50% chance to bless a random ally when my turn begins, and 40% skull reduction. It's a solid mythic. If we didn't have so many other awesome mythics, it would be pretty good, but that's the main thing it suffers from, is like too many other good dragons, too many other good divine, probably too many other good Dragon's Claw. But it's solid. It's the best one here this week. Alright, we got Queen of Sin, World Breaker, and Ares. I don't like Ares. That's single target, right? Single target with an explosion. We got hit all the enemies with an explosion. So I like that better than Ares. And then we have true damage to the first 2 enemies with a summon. It's close between Queen of Sin and the World Breaker. I guess I'll give it to the World Breaker. 28 green, red, yellow, Divinian Fields, Dragon Centaur. Explode 18 gems on the board. Deal damage to all enemies. That's about it, though. I don't use it very much. Some people have like this weird nostalgic love for the World Breaker, and they force it into teams sometimes, I feel. But, you know, it's not better than Ishtara, for example. Ishtara is better than the World Breaker, in my opinion. And the World Breaker is just a nip hair better than Queen of Sin, probably. 20 blue, green, yellow, send a Mirage, Demon Mystic. Deal true damage to the first 2 enemies, summon Wrath or Lust, then bless all demon allies. And the last, that's stinkiest, is Ares. 20 red, yellow, brown, Khaziel Construct. Deal a range of damage to the first enemy. If they die, explode 8 gems. So you have to kill them, too. Like, I wouldn't even think Ares was that good if it just exploded 8 gems no matter what. But you have to kill. What if you hit 99 and don't kill them? So all you did was hit 1 enemy for 99 physical damage. You probably didn't even take away all their armor yet. So imagine Ares in the worst, like, everything goes wrong. It deals 99 damage to the first enemy and then does nothing. And that probably doesn't even kill all their armor. So this thing is not very good. Single target damage and nothing else unless it kills. And then the traits, Stone Skin's okay. Clobber's okay. But usually you're looking for some awesome third trait. That's not an awesome third trait. The mana cost is really low. That's probably the best thing about it. It's 20 mana cost for a mythic. But that's it. It's pretty bad. Alright, legendaries. What do we have? Put them in order, even though I don't recommend crafting them. It's just kind of fun. We got Behemoth, Artema. Well, look at Artema's picture. What happened? Why is she all squeezed up, squished like she fell down an elevator or something? Ishtar is one of the few that synergizes with the Sensia well. You didn't get Luther Rain? Aw, man. I got it when I was opening Glory Keys for trying for Ratchet Cogbolt. Maybe I got lucky. Most blessed troops you can have is 3, yeah. You'll lose it casting the spell, right? You got Katari King, though. That's good. Yeah, a lot of these, that's what I'm saying. None of these mythics were top 25, not even top 30. So I'm trying to put, like, mid-tier mythics in order. So it's very arguable. All right, we got Behemoth, Artema, Yao Gui. And the Guardian Dragon. The best one's probably Yao Gui. Used to be one we would recommend to craft. Because back in the day, Yao Gui was one of the better... It was like the best legendary until like Tesla just took over. Yao Gui we used to like use a lot. Like 5 years ago. 15 green, red, Shintang, Elf Demon. Deal damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by my life. Steal 4 magic from both enemies. Transform all purple gems to red. So you could kill the first 2 enemies and then loop back into itself, get itself back up, and then kill the next 2. So you can kill everything on the enemy team. And it hits pretty hard. No good traits, though. So, pretty good, man. Like, it's a good mythic, or legendary. Just like, most of the time on red, you're going to use Tesla. Most of the time on green, I don't know, but not Yao Gui. But Yao Gui is the best legendary in the Soul Forge this week. We got Artema, we got Behemoth. Which one of these is better? 2 weakest, all enemies. Explode a row, 2 weakest. 40%, 50%, 25%. I'm gonna say Artema slightly better, maybe. And it's shiny? Is this shiny? No. Let's say Artema second. 14 yellow, brown, Divinian Field, Centaur, Explode a row, deal damage to the 2 weakest enemies boosted by ally Centaurs. It's got 40% chance to dodge, 50% chance to ignore armor with skull damage, and 25% skull reduction. Pretty cool. Decent. Not great. Behemoth, next up, 14 blue, brown, Pride Lands monster, deal damage to all enemies, destroy 12 gems. It's kind of like a World Breaker, almost, like... It's like a less good World Breaker. And last and least... Where's the other one? Guardian Dragon? Oh, it might not be last. I don't know. 54 damage to all enemies, gain 5 armor. It's not too bad. Might be last, though. Guardian Dragon. So the only people that would be crafting any of those legendaries would be like people collection purposes. You're just missing one of those for some reason, and you're not saving up like for 3 Iron Hawks or something. All right, weapons, Khaziel weapons. We have the weapon right here, the doomed weapon for the Tower of Doom, but you should probably get it through the Tower of Doom shop because you're going to need more turns anyway. You're going to want to buy up to it anyway, so I don't know who the heck would buy it here, but it's there. Got Bone Hammer, Bone Poop. Underminer, Explodey, Dwarf Allies. We like Explodey weapons. Council of Dragons. The ones I'm skipping are always here. Hammer of Khaziel Poop. Doomed Poop. Grudge Keeper is a tool for your tool belt, Khaziel. If you want to be Rune Priest or whatever. Stone Aegis. I mean, it's an armor weapon. Sometimes those are okay for like boosting Rowan or something. But there's usually something better like Golden Cog or Shield of Urskaya. Color is it? Green and brown. So maybe on green sometimes. Green with Rowan maybe. War and Peace. I would say if you don't have War and Peace, you might want to grab it, but I don't know who the heck would not have War and Peace. I think you just... Isn't it one you just get as you're playing the game? Can't remember. We at least used to get it for a quest reward, and I think everybody has this already, but if you don't have War and Peace, you might want to get it. So it's a weapon that hits all enemies, and sometimes those are useful in like class events or world events and stuff like that. It's like when you use like the Ruby weapon. If you don't have the Ruby weapon, or Dawnbringer, or Dustbringer, War and Peace is useful sometimes, so maybe grab that. And the Explodey. Be War and Peace and Underminer, the best 2 weapons here. Then maybe Stone of Aegis. Alright, so that's Soulforge. It's one of those mid-legends that needs a buff. Shiny Behemoth, right? Ooh, is Artema one of only 2 legendary shinies? Yeah, back in the day, it was like Yao Gui, Queen Titania, right? Rain says, do you think using the Empress on Lasher would work in Underspire? I think I'm going to do Empress on War and Peace. You've just made me think about what... I think we've had this before, and I remember doing that. So, I think you got half of it at least. I don't think that would be a bad idea, though, yeah. Empress on Lasher. Empress on anything that hits all enemies would be good. It's usually because, like, we don't have anything else. I think that is, like, with Khaziel, we don't really have anything else, so... That might be the strat. You might have got it. But we'll be on the Underspire pretty soon, man. Say, like, 5 or 10 minutes. Alright, so we just did the Soul Forge. Let's go take a look at the shop. Let me grab this. Always worth it. Event keys are awesome. Got the Paragon statue. I haven't even looked at this yet. 14 blue-brown Khaziel Dwarf Construct. Destroy a 5x5 block. Give all allies 3 armor for each brown gem destroyed. 50% skull reduction. Eh. Like a tank. Kind of a mana-generating tank. I don't foresee ever using it, though, you know? It's one of those, like, maybe in arenas. Let's get it full lead. Alright, we got Arcane Shield Trade Stones, so make sure you pay attention to this, and if you need to fully trait any, like, legendaries or mythics that need that trade stone, you might want to buy up right now. It's worth it. It's a good time to be getting these. You could get every single Arcane Trait Stone just by buying them every week when you see them, instead of, like, farming them. It's usually how I've been playing lately. Like, back in the day, we used to have to farm stuff in specific. Like, farm gold, farm souls, farm trait stones. Nowadays, as long as you just, like, do everything that they... Like, the devs are making it to where you don't really have to farm except for the vault events. If you're buying all the offers and doing vault events hard enough to get enough gems to then buy the offers or buy the trait stones in the glory shop or whatever, like, there's usually a place to, like, buy what you need with resources that you get from the vault event. Which I should be doing the vault event harder, for sure. Alright, that was that. Let's do the event key drop table. We got Khaziel. So you can only get Khaziel troops from event keys right now. And you're only going to get Ratchet Cog Bolt from Glory, Gem, Guild, and VIP. It's a very limited drop table right now. Only Khaziel from event keys and only Ratchet Cog Bolt from everything else. Let's check out Khaziel. Down to the K's. Let's show all in case I'm missing something. Alright, so our mythics are Ares, Mithrilion, and Stonehammer. So not very good. Darksmith Drenza, you make in the Soul Forge with like cursed runes or something, so she's not included. Ares, we already said, you know, not very good. It's the worst one in the Soul Forge right now. Mithrillion's just a tank. Pretty much just like the Glory Shop troop, except for a little bit better. It's a mythic version of the Glory Shop troop you just got. And then Stonehammer, another, like, super tank. So this game really, we really don't, like, need, like, super tanks these days in this game. You're mostly just... Offense is your best defense in Gems of War, usually. So these are... We don't use these very, very often. And then Ares was single target damage that might not even kill, that then won't explode and has no good traits. Well, it's like okay traits. That's pretty bad. So the mythics suck, and usually you're going to look for mythics when you're using your event keys. The legendaries are okay. You got Gorgatha, King Highforge. Empress you can't get through event keys, of course. Gimlet's okay. Lasher. You know, some low-level crap. A couple legendaries, that's it. It's pretty bad kingdom. I would not throw event keys at it if I were you. Keep saving because you just don't get enough. There's no reason to, like, randomly do a Khaziel. Alright, now Underspire. Sorry, Rain. Let's do Underspire now. Let's see what's up. Got Khaziel. And that includes the weapons. So I think you already gave me my idea, right? That's what I normally do. I'll do Empress with What else you gonna do? Ares is poop. Darksmith Terenza's not good. Mithrilion, Stonehammer. It's a really crappy restriction, dude. There's not anything very good here. Yeah, either Lasher or War and Peace. It does hit 6 enemies. I could try that. Let's try it, man. But, you know, yeah, then you could... I don't know. Yeah, maybe. That might be a good idea. Does anything else hit all enemies? Probably not. I don't think anything else hits all enemies, right? And if you're gonna boost something with Empress, you want it to hit all enemies. Scatter damage. Probably gonna use him too. Yeah, that might be the way to go. It's either that or War and Peace. But our weapon, now we could use our weapon for mana generation instead of damage. Just kind of like Mountain Crusher is awesome. Mountain Crusher or... Underminer. I'm thinking Mountain Crusher because it uses Brown. If you really think if you're gonna need a summon, like later on, I might put in the Underminer. But early fights, I think I'm gonna use Mountain Crusher. Lesser mana cost. Uses Brown, which Gimlet is gonna hopefully give us. Underminer does not use Brown and is a higher mana cost. So I'm gonna go with this. And we had to put whoever we want. This gives 48 to all skills on the last ally. So we got to put Lasher in last slot. Mountain Crusher probably in first. Or something like this. And I don't think there's going to be that many Underspire teams. Because look, this is a mid. Like, this is what I would do. This is what I think is probably the best team. And it's like a mid. There's no mythics on it. Low level player. If you don't have Empress, it's going to suck. But maybe, I don't know. I might just make one team for this, because I feel like not that many people do it anyway. I'm starting to get that vibe that even though you should be doing your Underspire, I don't think most people are even doing it, so why would a low-level player be doing it? So I might just make one team, and this might be it. Probably is. As far as mana generation, we're probably going to want brown and green for our banner. And then we can just minus a color we're not even using. Class. Just do like Titan. You know, 50% start with the Brown Storm at the start of the fight. And Barrier. Make sure we got it all on. Flick Stun. Wonder if that helps. Probably not. It's probably fine. We got our Storm. We got our Rock Solid. Stone Mastery. Fortitude. Might be a difficult Underspire this time. This is one I'm going to recommend. Shout out to War and Peace with Empress as well, but we'll see how the Lasher does compared to War and Peace. Like, it does hit 6 times. You're going to boost it up and then hit 6 times instead of 4 times. More is always better, you know? Alright, let's see what happens. Oops. What am I doing? Let's go. Oh, cool, Rain. Got Ares. Fotis is here. Okay, so Legendary Shiny are added through new Guild Wars. We only had 2 so far. There will be a Dwarf added soon. Mastery Weapon for Green-Brown. Okay. That's what a War and Peace is. So this Vault weekend that just ended, I grinded hard and got almost 450 Vault keys total. I used them all just to get the Lover's Troop in order to craft wand weapon and didn't get any. I was so frustrated that I sent a ticket to the devs. Oh no. Yeah, they keep adding more and more and more. They keep adding more tarot cards to that drop table. So, it's just getting harder and harder to get the lovers. That's probably just bad RNG. I don't think like a ticket's going to do anything, unfortunately. It's just bad RNG. But you did what you should have done. You know what I mean? Like, just keep doing that. Sometimes you got to do it multiple times. Sometimes you're going to have to get 450 vault keys 3 vault events in a row. Like, keep doing that, man. Like, don't let it discourage you. Like, you did the right thing. You know what I mean? So just do it again. Don't let it discourage you. Just keep doing it. It's like when you open 25 boss chests and you don't get the Horde Mimic Mythic or Initia token. Like, you're still doing the right thing, though, and if you continue doing it, it's the only thing you can do, really. The only way you're going to get the lovers is if you keep going hard in the vault event. Like, sending a ticket to the devs isn't going to get you the lovers, and getting less vault keys is not going to get you the lovers, so the only thing you can do is keep doing what you're doing, or you're doing the right thing. Alright, so we did Gimlet there to get up our Mountain Crusher, and hopefully Mountain Crusher gets up everything else. The only bad thing is we just got rid of all our green. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good way to go. Lasher's up, and like right now that's fine, but later on we're going to want Empress somehow. I have to think about that. Maybe we need to do like a Archer Green Storm to start. And then maybe some of them will match. As soon as we cast Mountain Crusher, it's going to be a Brown Storm, though. I have to think about this. I don't like that I'm converting away all the green. We only need 6 green, though. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know what else to do. Red gems. Deep Boar does brown. Rock Troll. What should I do instead of Gimlet? Yeah, I would get green off a Mountain Crusher Explode, but if I use Gimlet to get up Mountain Crusher, then all the green goes away. Let's try it with Archer class, see if that helps. Like a Green Storm. See if that helps any. It'd be a place to start. Okay, we don't have Gimlet this time. That might be a good thing. Try just take skulls in these early fights. Get up Empress. And then, maybe just get up Empress first, no matter what. And then you can do your Gimlet if you want. After that. Gotta get up Lasher. This is a weird team. Kinda gotta do what you gotta do. We don't really need to be casting Empress right now. I'm just trying to figure it out for later. But like right now, I'd cast Empress, then Lasher. Lasher's not going to kill all the enemies for very long. He's kind of weak. But I probably don't have Nishas on either. On this one, I wonder if we should use Anu. We're only helping 2 troops by doing that, but let's try it for now. Couple little tweaks. We changed to Archer. We put on an Anu. Let's see if that helps. Let's get our torches too before I forget. I completed my entire Underspire last week. That's one good thing about the weekend. Got that done. I think it was on live stream on Saturday. Did a lot of cool stuff on that stream, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Might have to cast Empress twice on Lasher. Oh no. Alright, we got our Brown. It gives us Mountain Crusher. Okay, we got Empress already, so let's do this. And another thing about doing that is now she doesn't have like a good chance at her extra turn. I don't know, it's like the Gimlet and the Empress don't go well together. That's like the concept right there. You could 50% starter off of Geomancer instead of doing Archer. That'd only be 3 mana though. Elemental monster. I don't know. I think you just wait to cast Gimlet for Lasher, maybe? Right now we don't even have Gimlet. Let's get our Empress up. It's gonna be a stinky Underspire, probably. We already got her. We can get Lasher, too. Alright, let's go. We'll have to see what's better, because maybe War and Peace with Empress. I don't know. Take the Skull. See, now we have Gimlet. But it's like you kind of want to get up Empress first. She didn't get up, of course. Good job, dummy. There we go. Now we don't have Gimlet because we waited so long. It's annoying. Now we do, though. But now there's no green on the board for Empress to get an extra turn. Like, later on, that might be a problem. Right now, it's okay. Probably didn't need to do that, but... I don't know. This might be one that you change your team later to something else. You know, I just had to change it to something super slow and to make sure you win. But this is what I would start with. And just, you know, stay tuned. I'll be doing the Underspire for sure on Saturday. So, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday is what we stream. Friday we're going to be doing Guild Wars probably mostly, but Saturday I'll be doing deeper Underspire. Maybe check in then to see what I'm doing still. Or not doing still. Let's do one more fight with this. You got Gorgatha out there. You got, I don't know. Of course we're getting yellow when we're not using Underminer. Alright, we already got Empress. Maybe cast it now and hope for an extra turn first? Ooh, we got it. That was cool. There's Lasher. They're all dead. We didn't even need the Empress there, but trying to practice for later. Made it to the door. Anyway, start with this and check back in with me on Saturday. Just Empress your Lasher or Empress a War and Peace. Gimlet's the one thing I need something. If I could find something else other than Gimlet, that would be a mana generator. Like you could do War and Peace, maybe triple Dwarven Gate or something like that. Just not going to be that strong. It'd be a slow fight. If we look at everything, like what am I going to do super deep? Maybe Mithrilion, maybe Stonehammer, maybe Gorgatha. I almost like Gorgatha better than Mithrilion and Stonehammer. Maybe... we got King Highforge here. Gorgatha. Apothecary. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I'd probably put... If I was gonna use anything, it'd be Gorgatha, maybe. Maybe King Highforge, Gorgatha. Could do Stonehammer, King Highforge. Not sure. Just check back in with me later. This is what I'd start with, though. This can get you, like, to the 4th boss, probably. Did I show the team code? Just a difficult week. Khaziel sucks. It's gonna suck for Guild Wars. It's gonna suck for Underspire. They should give us more fun. They should have thought ahead when they did Guild Wars, like, and when they released it and stuff, to put more, like, more fun. For our first Guild Wars, they could have made it more fun. Like, the restrictions. We had Divinian Fields, and we have Khaziel. And we had, what was the other one? Like, Broken Spire or something? So far, it's not been that fun, like, the restrictions. Divinian Fields is like, Worldbreaker or Centuragon. And I went down the Centuragon route with the weapon, Decaying Orbit. Some people went down the Worldbreaker route. Hopefully you went undefeated if you did Worldbreaker, because I was against that, but, you know. Anyway. Now we got Khaziel. Come on, man. Like, they should make it more fun. When they put out a new thing, they should try to, like, think ahead and be like, okay, what would be a cool restriction to start, get people into this Guild Wars thing? Not like, what's the worst restriction? Khaziel? Come on. Come on! Alright, so that was Underspire. I gotta get you started. It's Monday. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. If anybody has any ideas to tweak it or make it a little bit better, let me know tomorrow, and I can tell everybody else. But we'll start there for today, for Monday. I think that's what I did last time, because we've had this before. I think I did a War and Peace Empress, and Lasher Empress is pretty much is similar, except for we get to use a mana-generating weapon, which is cool. What's on here? Got some gems. Dungeon Lord. Oh, what else is there to go over? We'll go over our Khaziel team tomorrow. Is it Dwarf's restriction or Khaziel? Oh, it's Dwarf. So Guild Wars is going to be Dwarf. So never mind. If I was talking about... I think it's Dwarfs, right? That's even worse, though. It's probably worse than Khaziel, Dwarf. Alright, Trials. I'm just going to quickly talk about it. I don't think I'm going to do a fight. Let's see how long we've been streaming. No, not too bad. I could do a fight. Does anybody want me to do an epic trial fight? Let me know in the chat, and then I'll do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk about it. Let me know in the chat if you'd like to see trials. What's the campaign talking about? We seem to fighting. See, that's why I like reading it. I know, like, nobody really cares about the campaign and, like, the little lore there, like, anything really about it, because it all gets done just, you don't even really have to do anything. There's no reason for me to really go over it, except for when it first comes in, because there's new stuff, you know, King of Cups and Dagonoth and stuff like that. But once we go over everything, like, there's no reason to go back over it, because these things just get done. There's no strategy involved, really, just play the game normally. But sometimes it's fun to read the lore, because we seem to fighting, you know? We seem to fighting, one battle after another. The latest against goblins with explosives, but not against Dagonoth. He was either very fast or somehow he was trying to weaken us, but he seemed to have headed inland. We seem to fighting. I like reading those. Alright, anybody want to see Epic Trials? Yay or nay? Now's your time, or forever hold your peace. I'm just going to go over it. You'd like to see it? Alright. I like to play it, so... Let's catch up in the chat real quick. Tyrion says, Lasher is good, but its magic boost is dreadful, and late Spire it's just alright, even with Empress. So maybe we should use War and Peace? Back to half paying attention, Tyrion. It's going to be a long week in Underspire, you're right. Yeah, Apothecary crossed my mind as well. Cleanse, and you can make a bunch of brown. Tyrion says, I think Deepa had something with Empress casting on War and Peace, King Highforge for 2-hit and summon. Probable converter was Final Troop. Yeah, it's like... Gimlet goes so horribly with Empress. Because he's converting away all the green. Empress wants green to get up, and then Empress wants green to get an extra turn. And if you convert away all the green off the board, it's like, do you just wait until you get Empress up and then cast it? Kind of defeats the purpose of an empowered converter. You like want to cast those at the very start of the fight. But if you cast it at the very start of the fight, there goes all your green for at least a few turns. And you're going to want to cast Empress pretty early to get Lasher going, and then you got to cast Lasher. It's like you got to cast everything on your team. And if you make Gimlet your first cast, there goes all the green. But yeah, Empress needs green to get up, and then Empress wants green to get an extra turn. It's like you're taking both of those things away from her if you use Gimlet. But what else are you going to use other than Gimlet? I guess Apothecary? Maybe you could just try to get up Mountain Crusher with brown matches instead of, you know, using Gimlet. So we 50% start Mountain Crusher. We use a double brown banner. And then we just match brown. We have a brown storm. We just match brown, get up Mountain Crusher, and then use Apothecary instead of Gimlet, maybe? I think that's the route I might go. So then Mountain Crusher can get up Apothecary, can get up Lasher, can get up Empress. We're not converting away all the green and stuff, so maybe what I'll do. King Highforge would be better deeper? Yeah, maybe, with that summon. It's too hard in summon since I need a damage weapon. You could cast Empress on Highforge is what I was maybe thinking. You'd have to do it twice, but you're going to have to do it twice anyway. Even if you use Lasher or War and Peace, you're going to have to cast Empress twice anyway, right? So what's the difference of casting Empress twice or King Highforge twice? Or we did try Epic Trials on autoplay. It looks like it's going to win. We tried it at the very beginning of the stream. Go for a poop, yeah. Yeah, I think Apothecary. If the first thing I would switch out would be Gimlet for Apothecary, and then maybe go from there. Cast Empress on Hero with War and Peace. Yeah. That's what I mentioned. That's what I did last time, I think. I wanted to try Lasher because Rain mentioned it. And it hit 6 times, so it sounded good. Alright, let's do this. Do it. Shout out Anita and Chad. They're out there with the train, y'all. Trying to spruce it up. We're at the gas station. We slid it in sideways. We're getting our scratchers, brewskis, and smokes. And a pack of tidy whities. Gassing up the train, you know. Leaving all the doors open. The music up. We gotta tell them. We gotta show them what to listen to. Like, they don't know. We're not even in there. We're all in the gas station, but it's still on with all the doors open, windows down, the music all the way up. So we've taken up 3 different parking spots. Dude, I see the old man today blowing bubbles in the Walmart parking lot. And then when you walk in Walmart, there's a big sign that says, do not discharge fireworks within 300 feet of Walmart. This is where I live. Do you guys get it? How crappy and weird where I live is? That I'm not the weird one, it's everybody else? There's an old man blowing bubbles in the parking lot at Walmart today. There was nobody else around. It was just him. Him by himself blowing bubbles in the parking lot. Like way out there by himself in the back of the Walmart parking lot. Blowing bubbles. I should have took a picture because you probably don't believe me. This was like 9 in the morning or 8 in the morning. It's not like the middle of the day. He's blowing bubbles. Like literally making bubbles. An old man in Walmart parking lot. And then they have a big sign when you walk in that says, do not discharge fireworks within 300 feet of Walmart. This is where I live, guys. We're shooting fireworks out our butt at 9 in the morning at Walmart. Like, literally. They have a sign now. Maybe not out your butt, but you know what I mean. Alright, Lord Ironbeard is what we got here. Deal damage to an enemy, deal triple damage if they use red mana. Does anything use red? Ooh, Bombardier does, Gimlet does. Cool. We gotta remember that. Maybe we want to target them first. Can deal triple damage to them. We got 50% skull reduction. We deal double skull damage versus monsters. I think Lasher's a monster. Alright. So we do have a monster, and we do have 2 reds. So the only thing that's not going to get hit extra hard is Dwarf Lord. Apothecary's on the team. Going to make a bunch of brown and cleanse. Make a bunch of brown for King Highforge, at least. Runesmith, give an ally attack and armor boosted by red gems. Okay, we'll give that to Lord Ironbeard, probably, with the 50% skull reduction and double skull damage versus monsters. We'll probably take out their Lasher pretty quick. We cast Runesmith on it. You always cast this type of thing on your first slot, you know? You don't... Attack doesn't matter. Only in first slot does attack matter. Some people don't get that. Like Skulls, when you match Skulls, your first slot, your first troop, is the one that's doing that damage. Doesn't matter how much attack your last slot has, right? King Highforge. Stun the last 2 enemies and deal damage to them, boosted by allied dwarves. Summon a random dwarf. And 50% start for dwarves. I think our whole team is dwarves. So he's going to 50% start our whole team, and he has a summon, plus some damage. And he's going to get up off Apothecary, so... Seems like pretty easy. Keep our first slot alive with Runesmith and give it a bunch of extra attack. It's going to deal double skull damage versus Lasher, and then double spell damage against Bombardier and Gimlet. Apothecary will get up our Summoner / other damage dealer and cleanse our team. 50% starting our whole team. Runesmith buffing up Lord Ironbeard. Seems pretty easy. Got a Lasher over here who can be a problem once like the enemy gets really high stats, but he's in first slot. We're gonna kill him as quickly as we can. Bombardier is not a big problem. He's pretty easy. Dwarf Lord, he's good in like arena, but not too bad here. And Gimlet, just an empowered converter. Guess it could suck if he gives Enrage to the Lasher and then the Lasher hits us or something, but I don't know. It's the only thing I would worry about is maybe an enraged Lasher on the last Epic Trials, like smashing us in one hit. Alright, let's play it. Bevel's out there living his best life. I'm just telling you how it is around here. I'm not. He can do whatever he wants. He's not hurting me out there. I just thought it was a little bit strange. Bubble man out, bubble boy. Blowing bubbles in the parking lot. Like, oh, like I went... He was blowing bubbles in the parking lot before I went in. I went in, got everything I needed, came back out, he was still blowing bubbles out there. Like, it wasn't just like a real quick thing. He's putting in a day's work of it. Alright, what are we doing? Let's get a bunch of mana somehow. We got green down here, we got brown down here. We got some purple. We got some blue. Doesn't look like we can cascade anything, though. We could take brown and hope for red up top, maybe. I think we should go... Doesn't really matter, honestly. Let's just do this. Alright, we have... King Highforge. There's no crazy good match. I'm probably just going to cast him. We got blue and brown. We don't need brown, though. Some purple. I think I'm just going to cast him. Start doing damage. Alright, we really... I think we need to get up Rune Priest. That's what we need to do. Start casting it on our first slot. Oh, they're already casting Lasher. We take Skull so we don't get hit by them. Should have dealt double... Now he's got Enrage. Uh-oh. Let's do this. Our first slot healthy. We got this. I'm gonna keep going with the Rune Priest. I want to boost up my dude. Let's do it again. Getting that attack. Got some blue, we got some purple. Might as well get our dude up. I don't know. Got purple up here and could have a chance at brown. Didn't get it. It's okay, though. Could do red with a chance at brown. We got Rune Priest. I'm kind of going all in on the Rune Priest at the start here, it looks like. Keep casting on our first slot, get that attack. Get Lasher out of here. Could get Skulls. Nope. Alright, now we have him, though. Bang! Get out of here. Oh! Thought he'd be dead. Boom! Now he's dead. That's from all that preparation of giving that first slot attack. Now Lasher's dead. Not much they can do to me now, pretty much, you know? Maybe Enrage would be the biggest thing to be worried about. Alright, he's up. Start clearing out the red on their team. I almost want to do Gimlet first to get rid of that Enrage. I could take the Skulls, right? Or I could take purple and get Skulls and purple. So remember, make sure you're doing the smart move. Like Skull, like most people are just going to take Skulls or cast their spell. Why not get purple, fill your Rune Priest, and get Skulls? Arena made me good at Epic Trials, pretty much. Let's do this again. And we can start casting on red. So 72, triple damage. It's going to be just shy of enough. I'm going to go on him. We can hit him twice and kill him. Let's try to do that. We can get blue and green. Got Apothecary. Wouldn't hurt to cast her if we got her. It's an extra turn. So we can change purple. Or yellow. I'm gonna do purple. I think we got enough Rune Priest. Runesmith, sorry. It's an extra turn. We got Skulls. Bang! Smash him. Before he can even hit us with this Enrage. Boom. Alright, let's do this. Kill it. Triple damage, right? We can change yellow. But we don't need brown right now, so why do that? So let's just cast this. Almost dead. And they're dead. Alright, we won! We didn't lose any troops. Which doesn't even matter on Epic Trials. You could lose 3 troops and still get everything you would have got if you lost 0 troops. But just saying, like, my strategy worked pretty good. I didn't even lose a troop. So if you don't have this, you would buy it. It's half price. It's a really good deal. It's better than doing a bunch of pet rescues or buying pet baskets or buying pets anywhere else. I think this is the cheapest pet in the game. As far as how much it costs. You get 5 of them, 5 pets for 200 gems. It's pretty good. 40 gems a pet, right? I already bought it, so I don't need it. But if you're doing it for the first time, you would buy it. I guess you could technically do the first one over and over and over and just keep buying copies of the pet. Like, it takes forever for this kingdom to come back around, though. So I doubt anybody's doing that. But you could have, like, did... Let's say you didn't win on 350, you didn't win on 300, it was just too hard, but you somehow got to, like, 275. And you bought the pet here, you bought the pet here, you bought the pet here. And then next time Khaziel comes around, you do the same thing again. You might have enough copies to fully ascend without even doing these two. But if you do every single one of them, you'll have enough copies to fully ascend. 100% for sure. So that wasn't too bad. Boost up your Lord Ironbeard with your Runesmith. Apothecary's going to get up King Highforge. King Highforge is there to summon in case you need it. That's pretty much it. Hit the red enemies with Lord Ironbeard's spell. You know, skull damage, you're going to do a bunch of good skull damage to Lasher and get him out of there early. That's pretty much it. That's Epic Trials. Alright, Rain, we'll see ya. Yoke the Ham's here. Yoke the Ham coming off the bench to replace Rain. Thank you so much. I'm not on live here. Live. Alright, now I am. Alright, we've been going an hour and 35 minutes. So, I don't know, you guys crushing it. Anita and Chad crushing it today, kinda. I'm gonna play a little bit normally now, I think. Let's play the game normally for at least 15 minutes or so. I do have a lot of work today. We can go to 12:30 max on my clock. Now let's play the game normally a little bit. I need to do this anyway. I usually grab my mail first. Already did that though. Do we have any XP boosters running out soon? 3 days? No. Let's grab this, get it out of here. Alright, doing a little bit of spring cleaning. Offers we already did. I bought both of them because that's my strat right now. Buying all deeds and medals. I'd look at XP booster next. Complete a dungeon run. So let's do that. Still doing 1, 4, 5. I almost feel like switching out of it because I did get a perfect on live stream the other day, but it was like my first perfect in a while. So I almost want to switch out of it, but I'll probably wait till I get another one at least. See, I didn't get one. Dang. Oh, no, no, no. Don't go further. I gotta do it, actually. Just Chrysantherax, trying to get it done as quick as I can. I don't need that Anu now. You take that off. That's why they survived. Usually go down in 2. Anything. Or yeah, I think we got a Jinx as well. That doesn't help. Let's put on Nisha. Go back. This always feels good to me. Like, anytime I'm doing something and it's satisfying multiple things. XP booster and dungeon getting done at the same time. And if I was leveling a class, that'd be 3 things. Dang, we didn't get up there. Let's see if it does 2 shots this time. It is a harder fight. Nope. It's from that trap. Who cares? We still win. Really, all that matters is getting stuff done. Just try to help you get it done a little faster. Now we're Ice Trap 2. It's not too bad. So all this does is like hurt our mana generation, right? I don't know why Chrysantherax isn't hitting us hard. Maybe it always takes 3 casts. 200 something damage. 207. We're frozen, but we only need a little bit. There we go. There was one other thing I was gonna say. Maybe that was it. The old man blowing bubbles and fireworks. There's people shooting fireworks by my house. Like, you know, I feel like if you have your own yard, like your own house and your own yard, like front and backyard, like you have a house, a driveway, a garage, you know, shoot fireworks off. But if you live in like a townhome community or an apartment, like, you don't get to shoot fireworks. Sorry. There's a whole freaking track and park. You could go up there and do it. I don't know why they want to shoot it right in the middle of 12 townhouses and make the biggest explosion noise in the world. Like, people are so ridiculous and entitled and selfish. You don't think about anybody else. You're gonna make my dog bark all freaking night. I'm not even out there to see the freaking firework. I just hear this loud freaking boom. That's it. That's not fun. You're gonna run out back and shoot a firework, and it's only fun for you. And that's it. That's called selfish, entitled, hillbilly. Selfish, entitled, hillbilly. Those are the type of people that shoot a firework off in a townhome community. If you have your own big yard and you're in the boonies, like, go for it. You know what I mean? Or if, like, you get together with all your neighbors and you're like, hey, let's shoot fireworks, go for it. But if you're just solo mission shooting a firework out of your butt, in the middle of a townhome community when there's 12 houses smashed together and your fireworks gonna make the biggest boom ever around all your neighbors, make all their dogs bark, nobody cares except for you? Like, what the heck? You're such a ridiculous person. And you're wasting money. You're just blowing money up in the sky. You just look like an idiot to me. A big, dumb, selfish idiot. Blowing money up in the sky. You might as well flush it down the toilet. You might as well make a big fart noise and flush it down the toilet. It's the same thing. Alright, so we did that. Good. See the adventure board again. I'm not going to get the souls, but I'll take the gems. Imagine if I went after every soul. I'd even have even more. I don't even go after every soul, and I still don't need to soul farm. I would go after every soul on my new account. If I was doing a new account, which I want to do, man. I still need to do the free PlayStation game thing first, and then maybe we'll do a new account playthrough after that. I'm thinking about, like, whatever, like I said last time, I already said this, but the free PlayStation Store games, I'm going to play them for like a week and then give my thoughts on Sunday, maybe. And then, like, either you guys try it too and, like, maybe you like it, or maybe people that are already playing that game subscribe and then want to see more. Hoping, man. I need to hit on, like, a new game. I've been playing the same old 3 games for too long now to, like, expect any growth. We try stuff, though, man. It's not like we never try stuff. We definitely do here and there. Okay, so we did adventure board. We did dungeon. We did our XP booster. We checked our mail. We looked at our offers. We went to the shop. Got our glory shop troop. Probably should give gold to the guild for... Sometimes I forget. I don't want it to be like Wednesday or Thursday before I remember. Always double check, make sure I haven't given it already. Okay, not yet. Gotta give 1,000,000. So the way I do this is whatever one's closest. We already have all basic tasks done, so we have all those stats. So we'll get another stat here. We really want to get purple done, but they already have it done because they're smart. So the next closest is this one, so I'm going to do this one. I never care about the rewards, I care about the stats. Let's get the stats as quick as possible, and then, yeah? More useful the faster we get them. I'm going to go ahead and just complete it. Why not? Got 4 extra HP there. And then grab our seals to show activity. Just a little bit. Alright. Next up would be probably PvP, because I can't do this tomorrow. So we'll finish off with a little bit of PvP. Then we pretty much touched everything. Like, touch them 2 times Tommy. Alright. Our little Dookie stain. So what do we want to do here? We can either do Glacial Peaks, Winter's Reach, should be probably King of the Ravens, Daughter of Time, or we can do Wild Folk, which I don't know what that would be. So I already know what this one is, so I just want to go ahead probably and do it. It's been saving your teams, but you do have to make the team again first, and then I think it saves your team. I don't know if it's like... It's definitely a little bit better at saving your PvP teams now. I don't know how good I don't know how good it is or not good, but I think I usually do like this.
Guide my power.
Isn't Daughter of Time here? Maybe not. There she is.
Gods, lend us your strength.
Probably need like weapon. Dang, is it Glacial Peaks weapons? Boreal Crystal, Ice Sapphire. Alright, we're gonna be putting up blue. So we might want to use Ice Sapphire. And we're not using red yet.
They shall feel my fury.
Or we could do this one. But we're already using the crap out of yellow. Also blows up blue. Both were glacial peaks. Which one? Like, they're this. Why'd they make two weapons so similar? This one gives 1 mana and freezes. I guess they're not the same color. Ice Storm. Summons. We need one more troop. Probably a damage dealer. Kind of like something that explodes, at least has a chance to explode. Maybe Sephirex. It's the same exact color as King of the Ravens, though. That's annoying. I don't know. Nothing like goes along with my team. Could just use King of the Ravens for his, like, 3rd trait. We got blue, yellow, purple. They're all the same. That's annoying. Look, Immortal Glacia, King of Ravens, and Sephirex all use the same exact mana colors. Isn't that annoying? It's like it's one of these two, I guess. Could try Immortal Gemini. That might be cool. Like I don't have the 3rd trait though. Poopy. Maybe go with Hylilia. Like maybe the Doom Skulls will blow up some stuff, and I might try that. Okay, now what? Nobody really has. Let me put. Now Daughter of Time is effed. So somebody's always like getting blocked. Their whole booty hole blocked in. Huh. I don't know, man. Maybe I should have done the other one. Wild Folk. Will it, like, save my team here if I go? I'm gonna check Wild Folk. I don't know if I like that. Wild Folk is Queen Beatrix, right? Yeah. That might be easier. Probably should have. Somebody probably said that in chat. Alright, Summer's Isle. Got King Salinas. We got Queen Beatrix. Could 50% start 2 Queen Beatrixes, maybe. King Salinas does damage too. Got Trickster though, that might be a good way to start. I don't know, King Salinas is a guarantee. What? Oh, I hate hitting the wrong button. Probably just try this. Could do Scourge of Honor. Like, cause she'll make brown and maybe it'll go into him. He can like finish stuff off maybe. Weapon, we can use any weapon we want. Cool. Maybe Wand of Stars just to... I don't usually like doing that. I might not. What can we do here? We got green. If we do Mountain Crusher. Umbral Tome. Obsidian Libram. I always call Obsidian Libram Umbral Tome for some reason. It's got a summon. Just in case we lose something else. Let me try that. Banner! We got 2 brown, we got 2 green. Brown is on one of our mana generators. Brown and green, possibly. Okay, blue. We got purple, brown, green, blue, red, yellow. We got everything, but yellow's not... We don't need it that bad. Okay, let's just do this. Pax Fanner. Class, should probably do Elementalist if I really want to win. But I've already wasted so much time here. I am just gonna do Titan. Brown Storm, 50% start. Hopefully everything's still set up. Be fine. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna try to get this done. Come on. Ooh, I only got 7 minutes. We got brown, extra turn. Cool. Got that Queen Beatrix cleanse, that royal honey. That was nice. Let's do this. Gets up Queen Beatrix. Should be off to the races, hopefully. Cast her. I think he can finish him off. That's what I wanted. Yeah! Yeah, ho! Yeah, ho! Doing Citadel Wars, because we're playing the game normally. We got through everything else. Y'all slid it in sideways, got your scratchers, your brewskis, and your smokes. So here we are still. Let's get green and brown. Let's blow up the board. Let's cast Queen Beatrix to weaken them, maybe. Doing 69, nice. Let's weaken them up. Okay, we could kill almost everything on their team. So we should probably just do it. Up. He had a barrier and then the one thing that he couldn't kill. King Selenas might... Oh, 67 splash. Couldn't do anything. Just take Skulls. And we'll cast this. Guess I could have killed somebody. And we win. No big deal. Could have done Trickster with Swift Metals, maybe. Swift Talisman. Right, let's see if we can go undefeated in Citadel Wars, and that'll be it for today. Unless y'all have any questions or need to see anything else. I don't know. The only thing left is Guild Wars and Faction Event. We're going to do that tomorrow. Maybe even Class Event. And we're frozen on brown and purple, so let's take this green. It wouldn't have mattered, though. We got Royal Honey, so I don't know what I'm thinking. Would it be better to take this purple up and get brown too, or just take the purple? I think purple up and brown too, because purple might get up the weapon, and then the brown would get up, or it would go to Scourge. Up. At least it trickled down. Alright, now we'll do this. Weaken them up. Mostly kill them. Yeah, I think Wild Folk's the better option. Wild Folk or Glacial Peaks? The answer is Wild Folk. You do have to fight Queen Beatrix, but you usually get off before she does. Don't just don't take too long, or else she'll get you. Alright. Another reason not to use Elementalist is they have Queen Beatrix most of the time anyway, you know? Take purple, get some yellow, I guess. Got our Libram. See, like, what are they doing over here? They got Prismatic Orb, that means they used the wand. So they're just taking forever to get up while we're getting up right away. And then they just die. Before they can even do anything. So there's some, like... Sometimes you want to use like a mana generating weapon that is lower mana cost that gets up faster. I know they got switched out of their wand in the prismatic orb, but right, the Guardian shouldn't have any trouble. I think I did have trouble once recently, but I still won. Everybody's up right away. Nice. Beatrix to weaken. And, you know, 77 would kill maybe 2. Could take this. And then that. Let's just do it, because we don't even have Beatrix right now. With this, no, that wouldn't kill. Selenis does physical. Beatrix and Scourge of Honor go good together because they both hit all enemies with True. That's the Guardian, they have extra mitigation. It'll be hard to kill. Oh, we got green here. Nice. Surprised she killed there, but it's scatter damage, so it all got focused. Got 2 Swift Talismans, that's why you want to do that. You can even lose once and still get your 2 Swift Talismans. Just can't lose to the Guardian. If you lose to the Guardian, you don't get another chance at it. I think I did lose to the Guardian recently. The reason I remember that. I think I want to get Beatrix up for a cast Scourge. Weaken them. Might have to weaken them a couple times. Alright, now let's try it. Oh, not yet. How about now? Yep. Alright, we went undefeated in Citadel Wars. Wild folk. Didn't use any talismans. Alright, so I think that's it. That's all I would do in PvP for today. I should do way more, of course, but I've been doing the bare minimum still. I don't know when I'm going to start doing more. I need to do more, though. I don't think there's gold marks because it's like a new week, right? Doesn't work like that. We didn't have Citadel Wars yesterday, so no gold marks. But I should do my monolith buffs, and then I should farm a little bit of EP. Like, I need to start doing that, but we're done for today, unless anybody has any questions. Jets is here. Alright. Yep, I think that's it. Thank you so much, Anita, for meeting our goal on the Ghost Train. That was awesome. And then you did a gifted, too. To Chew NG, I think their name is. Chad with a 2 with a 2. Consistent all the time. Juan even with the 1. Doppelganger. Yeah. Thanks for joining me today, Daniel Lucas, Juan, Chad, MJK Jets, Rain, Yoke the Ham, Tyrion Shark, Daniel Lucas, Fotis was here today. We got Daniel, we got Tyrion, we got Rain. Roll call. Tyrion, Chad, the Clip Bomb. What I do? Beg for Mercy was here. I don't know if I saw you there. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. I hate when people call me buddy. Why am I calling you buddy? Because you're my buddy, that's why. You're my friend. Hi, friend. Maybe I should say friend. Anita was here, of course. Juan, Jamrix. Frank Amison was here today. Tyrion, Jamrix. Mike Shear, Daniel. Looks like Daniel was first, Jamrix was second, and Tyrion was third. Alright. Yeah, I'm out of here. Let's go. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Let's keep kicking butt. We're a third of the way through the month already, if you didn't know. We're halfway through the year. Third of the way through the month. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it, just keep it up. It'd be great. Doing better recently. It was definitely my fault. I took like 2 whole streams off, so. But it was only 2 as well. So hopefully that doesn't affect too much. But anyway, I'll see y'all. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Up, I did that. You see? Mistakes were made. Hit the wrong button.